Yo guys, what's up? Today is Thursday, which means it is Update Thursday on Old School RuneScape. I'm sorry for no videos the past 4 or 5 days, but I've been really sick. You can probably tell it in my voice right now. It's a bit deeper than usual, sort of nice. I can get really low. That's what she said. Anyways, we have the farming timer rework today and the skilling quality of life rework to go over. Lots of great updates today, so let's head right into them. The biggest update of today is the farming timer rework, which has been mainly done by Jagex Ash, I believe. God Ash, as you guys know him. If you guys didn't know, the farming timer was really screwed up ever since it came out. Pretty much what happened was, if you were to plant a tree and it was a certain type of tick tree, so down here they explain different types of trees. There's 5-minute tick, 10-minute tick trees, 20-minute, 40-minute, 80-minute, 160, 320, and 640-minute ticks. Again, I will leave a link to the news post in the description of this video if you guys want to read through it. But pretty much what happens was, if you were to plant one of these, let's say, really long tick trees, especially the hardwood trees, for example, and you planted it and then you started hopping and logging out, it would really screw up the time that your tree would actually grow. So for example, right here they say, however, there were often more drawbacks, especially where the hardwood patches could be delayed for days. So pretty much if you planted a hardwood tree and you're hopping and constantly logging out on your account, it could delay the growth of your hardwood tree for days, which is very, very annoying because you can never really know when your tree or plant would grow because of the farming timer. But now it's been changed pretty much to the point where when you plant something, you know exactly when it's going to grow. You do still need to wait for the relevant tick for your crop to grow though. What the system mainly does is that it handles the logouts and world hopping a lot better than it ever has over the past decade. So it says they can't offer the individual timers for each patch, but what it does is, again, it mainly handles the logouts and world hopping a lot better. So instead of your crops being delayed days in some cases, it hopefully will be only delayed a couple minutes. But this was just released. There's probably many bugs that are still in there. That's why they're saying that you should click the report button for a bug in case one of them happens to you. But hopefully we can see over the next few weeks what the new system is like and hope that it helped quite a bit with the new farming rework. Last week was the PVM quality of life week, and this week we have the skilling week, and I believe next week is the PvP quality of life. So lots of different things to go over. In this case, I think I'm going to go over every single one since they all seem really cool and won't take as much time to go over. So we don't have as many actually as we do with the PVM quality of life, but quite a few still for skilling and some nice ones here as well. So let's delve right into them. The search and attack options found at the end of the herbivore hunting activity have been switched, so attack will now be the left click instead of search. This one is really, really nice. The jar generator options have been switched, so the left click is now impling jars and the right click is now butterfly jars, so you can now spam click the jar and get as many impling jars as you want. Right clicking was a really big pain. If you have upgraded the fertile soil spell but you aren't carrying any volcanic ash, you will now be given the option to never see the warning again. You can now catch 2 Karamwanji at level 5 fishing, and every 5 levels past this level you will catch another additional Karamwanji. Wow, that is an annoying word to say, by the way, and that is a lot of fish that you can get every 5 levels. Level 95, level 99 fishing, man, you're gonna have so many. The scrolls of redirection now use a scroll interface when selecting which tablet to redirect from. You can now store 1,000 buckets of each type of compost in the tool Leprechaun. You can also add 1,000 empty buckets as well, and you can now store 1,000 plant cures, or as many plant cures as you want with the leprechauns. This is very, very nice. Before this, it was only like 75 or something, very, very low. So 1,000 is a pretty big deal. The activate and inspect options in the Tower of Life have been switched. So activate is now the left click option, which is very, very nice. Players may now left click activate on the Tower of Life altars with the required items in their inventory to automatically add them to the altar. So just, again, quality of life makes this a lot easier, less annoying. Not really useful for main accounts because I don't think main accounts really go there, but for Iron Man it's a nice place to get red spider eggs, so this is a nice change. Slayer Masters, who ever so politely remind you to only kill creatures on task while in the Slayer Cave area, are a little less polite. They will now only remind you once every 30 seconds to limit interruption. The Dig Site Pendant now has right-click options for each teleport when it's worn. Bolts can now be enchanted in sets of 10 via the Make All system. There's a slight delay between the bolts being enchanted when selecting more than one to enchant at a time. The leather crafting and glass bowing now use the Make All system, which is very, very nice. I need to do chartership soon on my hardcores, so this is a nice change. But the Make All now has the leather and glass bowing functions added to it. The Guardian Mummy at Pyramid Plunder has been given the ability to remove any remaining charges from the Pharaoh's Scepter, which is very, very nice because sometimes when you're trying to sell your Pharaoh's Scepter on the Grand Exchange, you can't because it has too many charges. And instead of just removing them from the Pharaoh's Scepter, you have to teleport everywhere and get rid of them, but you can now remove them from your Pharaoh's Scepter. And the Pharaoh's Scepter can actually now be recharged with noted artifacts. You can just have noted gold artifacts in your inventory and just keep recharging it, which again, Very, very nice. And the dialogue when starting the minigame at Pyramid Plunder has been removed if you've already seen it once. Just speeds up the process. A chat box message has been added to notify that poison resistance is about to expire. Finally, OS Buddy has been saving our butts with that. The Staff of Light now displays its special attack effect when hovering over the special attack bar. And finally, players may now clear our broadcast messages from their chat history by clicking their clear history option. And that's it. Not that many skill and quality of life updates, but some really useful ones that I'm sure people are going to be happy with. We have some in other news down here as well. Items dropped in Vorkath's instant fights will not stay on the ground for 30 minutes like they do in Grotesque Guardians. The Din's Bulwark has been fixed, so now it applies its damage reduction only if wielded in the defensive stance as originally specified in the blogs. A grammar error here, and then an apostrophe error here. Anyways, guys, that's it for the quality of life updates. What do you guys think of this skill and quality of life? Do you think they did a good job? Is there anything you want to see them do next time for skill and quality of life? There's going to be some nice ones here for me personally in my hardcore that's going to make things a lot easier, like I said, with the glass bowling make all system and then the Tower of Life as well. But guys, thank you again for tuning in. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you guys do enjoy these sorts of videos, and don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section below on what you think of this week's update. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a good one, and peace.
Wow.